Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you fine. Good
Okay.
evening. Oh, sorry for the short couple-minute delay here. Call to
No
order
worries.
Katuitt Fire District Board of Fire Commissioners meeting of February 11th, 2025 at 17:34, I believe, or thereabouts. Present.
Commissioner Ross?
Commissioner Zace,
Commissioner Conley.
Chief Brown? Deputy Clark?
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Call to order. Besides ourselves, besides the district, is anybody recording? Nobody's recording. Thank you. From a minutes point of view, a public comment, first of all. Excuse me, we have any public comment out there, Chief?
There is nothing in the chat, and there are no emails with public comment.
Okay, thank you. No public comment. Relative to previous minutes notes, I made a mistake and did not retrieve those notes personally in time. So I have not reviewed them, so I'm going to push the review of the minutes from last month to next month, okay? All right.
okay, that's fine with me.
Chief, with that, I'm going to turn it over to you for the fire chief's report. And by the way, let me just hop in here for a second. We're going to go to executive session at the end today to do some personnel business. We will come out of executive session after that meeting, and we will have some votes on some personnel positions. Okay, thanks, Chief and Chief, for jumping in there. Turning it over to you for the fire chief's report.
Sir, thank you. So the fire chief's report for February 11th, 2025. January 2025 had a total of 95 responses. We responded to 4 fires, 1 in Falmouth, 2 in Mashpee, and 1 in Sandwich, where the personnel all performed fire suppression activities on scene. 55 EMS calls. We had no walk-ins in January, and 6 hazardous conditions, 5 community risk reduction visits, 6 reassurance program calls, 7 service calls, 3 good intent, 9 fire and CO alarms. 21% of our calls were overlapping. Mutual aid was provided 11 times and received 3 times. And then year to date, percentage difference is minus 10%. So 10% fewer calls than January of 24. And with that, that is the January 2025 responses, pending any questions in regards to the January calls.
Gentlemen,
I have none.
no questions, Chief.
All right. And under old business, we can save it for old business, so we can go under calendar year 2024 mutual aid responses by town. And I defer to you, Mr. Chairman.
We cover it now, Chief.
Okay. Deputy, would you care to go over those statistics, please?
Yeah, so all the numbers were uploaded in the Park Commissioner's file. For calendar year 2024, we gave mutual aid 89 times. We received mutual aid 93 times. Total of 182 mutual aid responses. And we have a program. Get into it if you'd like, if you have any questions.
Gentlemen, any
I have
questions?
none. Just to thank you very much, Deputy, for that report. I was able to pick it up in person the other day, and so I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, great. No further other questions? All set, Chief. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Continuing on to administration, there was 1 thank you note received in January. And then just a lot of ongoing projects. We're working on developing our captain's mentoring program and revamping our firefighter mentoring program, which is also part of the probationary process for new firefighters. A lot of work on the FY26 budget prep, transition to OpenGov for our permitting, to streamline our permitting process, inspection process with the town of Barnstable, so that it's a more customer friendly, customer-oriented process and just more efficient way of doing permits. And then as well as a lot of work on the fire station, which we will get into under committee reports in your report, Mr. Chairman. With that, that concludes the administration portion, pending any questions.
Gentlemen,
I have none.
No questions.
I don't think any question. Oh, OpenGov, Chief. We've moved over to that. Is there any cost associated with that?
No, there's no cost associated with that.
Thank you, sir. I like that.
Well, you won't like this next one. Technology, so on the security cameras, and the technology, the security cameras are not working due to server failure. The server was out of warranty and, does need to be replaced. The cost to replace that, is $7,444.56. There are funds that exist within the building, maintenance and repairs line, and, that is over $5,000. I do need to request permission from the board to proceed with that, purchase. This is a cloud-based system. It is the same company, same cameras that we have. It is just transitioning to, instead of getting a new hard server in-house that we would have to maintain, and we would transition to their cloud-based system. Their cloud-based system does allow for expandability in the future, should we so choose to do access control and do away with the push-button systems that we have and move towards a key fob system, and any other additions that we so choose to make to the existing firehouse, or any additions that may be coming in the future with the fire station project. With that, we'll defer to you, whether you want to say that for new business, sir, or
Which part?
my request to make the repairs, so do you want to take action?
For the cameras?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we were talking about, that, right, so I'd stop there for a second, say, gentlemen, any questions on that, the technology?
No, it sounds like the homework's been done for us. They're gonna not have to worry about this in the future. It would seem so. Seems like a good idea to me. I don't have any questions.
Okay. Adam?
I briefly reviewed the quote. I think that's what one of the things you're referring to. Are we replacing cameras, or is it just the video recording? I understand it's going to be in the cloud instead of on premise, but so the cameras are the same cameras?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
the-
no, I have no question. I mean, yeah.
So in the comment I'd make on top of that, Adam, same cameras, and the cameras that we'll be looking to expand as the new station comes online. So
Right.
we'll be able to expand this system to leverage new cameras, or additional cameras, let me rephrase that, new additional cameras into the new station. So we should be
Any
protected.
idea? Are the cameras, like high def? Are they 4K type cameras? Are they?
Our existing cameras?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
don't know the answer to that, sir.
Okay.
I do know that the cloud-based system is compatible with 4K cameras. What we have, and it's also compatible with what we have currently. However, I don't know what that is, that is existing.
That's right. I can come in. I can come in and see what the specs are on the cameras.
Okay.
No worries.
So Chief, bottom line is, you need, because above 5,000, you need a motion for the $7,444.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's say $77,500, let's use it that way. I have a motion anywhere?
Motion to allow $7,500 to be allocated for cloud-based server system at the fire department.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Okay, any comments?
what's the lead time on getting this sort of back in operation?
I do not know the answer to that. I can get back to everybody tomorrow. I can talk with the vendor in the morning, assuming that I get the approval of the board. I'll contact the vendor in the morning, and I will report back with that timing, if that's acceptable to you.
Okay.
Okay, any other comments? I have all in favor,
Mr. Ross?
Commissioner Zace?
Commissioner Conley. So this is fast, Chief, so you're good to go. If you would follow up with Commissioner Zace's question on how long it's gonna take to be operational, we'd appreciate it. If you get back directly to us, that'd be great, and we're also gonna bring that over to old business for next month. So let's make sure we let the village know where we're at with that as well. Thanks, Chief.
Sure. Get a couple notes here and Okay, under personnel,
Training, actually, chief, sorry.
Uh,
Technology then training.
technology, yeah, yes, sir. Yep, under the training, all groups completed the annual ice cold water training, and that was coordinated and presented by firefighter Lee, firefighter Gardner, who happened to be in attendance this evening at this meeting. And, thanks to them, that was delivered in 2 sessions, so I believe that might have been reported out as started under the last meeting, but has since been completed and all personnel have participated. Chief Brown, Deputy Clark, Pimento, and EMS Officer Stagg attended strategies and tactics for solar panels and battery storage training seminar. That was put on by the Cape Mountain Fire Chiefs Association held at the Cape Cod Tech in Harwich, and was, I would say, some really great training and a lot of great information on an emerging technology and an emerging threat in our industry. So it was really good training, and we appreciate the support that we get from the district for our personnel to attend such training events. And then extrication training is scheduled for February 20th at 0900 at the station. Board of Commissioners, as always, is invited to observe and attend. And that is the end of the personnel section for this month. And yes, it was all good training information. Pending any questions on personnel.
Okay, so that's the other training, not necessarily personnel.
We put that under the personnel section, but
Okay, so
yes.
personnel and training is now been completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
We'll have to talk about how we present that.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, any questions on training of personnel? Any comments?
What was the date, Chief, that you asked, or you mentioned that you invited us to?
February.
February 20th.
Okay,
Oh, no.
At the firehouse. next door.
okay, thank you. Sorry, Commissioner Ross, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, I was just gonna say thanks to the guard for the training. It's some very important stuff this time of year. I know you guys. Thank you from all of us.
Yeah, I would echo that sentiment as well. I had the opportunity to go down to some of that training. And I'll tell you what, it looked pretty darn cold in that water. So thank you for that. Also looked like firefighter Gardner had a little bit too much fun with it, but but that's okay. He was smiling the whole time he was in the water. All good stuff. Chief, to you.
Yes, sir. Apparatus and equipment, 2 items to report on. The tires were replaced on 261, which is the fire chief's command vehicle. And then we're awaiting a quote for engine 265 tires, and we will work on those once we get that in. End of apparatus and equipment. Any questions?
Gentlemen?
No questions.
No, other than, there hasn't been any change in status on the ambulance. No.
No, sir, still tracking on, and I've not talked to him this month. I typically try to get in touch with the vendor prior to these meetings, and I did not do that this month. The last report is still that September, October timeframe.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's a good one, Adam. Thanks for bringing that up. Chief, we should probably connect on that sometime in the next couple of weeks, so we'll see where it's at. 265 tires. What do we estimate the cost of that to be?
If you would allow me, I'll defer to Captain McNamara, who manages equipment and vehicle maintenance.
4,100.
4,100 approximately. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Captain. Okay, you're on equipment, I think, Chief.
So that was apparatus and equipment. Those are the only 2 items, and then lastly.
I have a question on the tires. What is the sort of manufacturer's lifetime, or expected lifetime on tires like that? Pending, I mean, not not including things like punctures and so forth, but just, if you just drive around, how long should they last? How many miles? I couldn't hear it, but
Captain McNamara is indicating independent of miles. We don't have that information. We expect those tires to last about 10 years.
okay,
Correct? Thank you. Does that answer your question, sir?
it does. Thank you.
You got it. Chief, back to you.
Thank you. Moving on next to facilities, and there is nothing to report. The cameras fell under technology this month for the facilities, and then additional facility related information will be under old reports, old business committee reports. And with that, that concludes the fire chief's report for February 11th, 2025. Any questions?
Gentlemen?
No questions.
Okay, great. Subcommittee reports. Commissioner Zace, we'll start with you. What do you have?
Nothing on the bylaws. The bylaws. Sorry, Commissioner Ross. The Policy Advisory Committee on the website project. We have had a meeting. It is on me to essentially write up a report of that meeting, and I will submit that as soon as possible.
Okay. Thank you. And you'll be sending that to,
I'll send it to the commissioners.
okay, good. Could you copy the chief and the deputy on that, if you would, please?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. Okay, 2024 run stats. I think we've already covered this, right, chief? Oh, excuse me, let me back up to committee. I just jumped ahead myself. Commissioner,
Nothing in the bylaws.
okay, I think I heard that, so that's what. From a facilities point of view, we've had,
I aim to please.
from a facilities point of view, we've had a lot of different work that's gone on. We've been working with the architects. Catalyst has been some improvements to the plan. All the improvements are primarily around providing a safer environment for the firefighters. So I think that's all goodness there, an additional airlock, you might say. In addition to that, we signed a water test contract during this past month. So the flow tests were done on Thursday of this week. And actually we have a soil test being completed tomorrow, being done tomorrow, executed on tomorrow. So a lot of action around there and all good progress at this point. Chief, anything to add to that conversation?
No, sir. Other than, yes, a lot of hard work, and thank you for the continued support.
Absolutely. Okay, any questions on that, gentlemen?
No questions.
Okay. Do we have anybody on? Nobody on outside. Okay, I'm just want to pause for a second. See if anybody that might be on the line or here has any questions, and I'm digressing here a little bit on the subcommittee report, specifically on facilities. Because of the nature of the building, I want to make sure that if there's already questions out there, we answer them in time. Okay. If anybody watching this recording at some point has a question, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can leave a message at the station. I think that'd probably work out best. Or kconley@katuittfire.org. Okay. DVRS. What do we have, Chief? This is old business.
Yes, sir. If you allow, the deputy has prepared a nice rundown on the finances associated with the DVR.
Do tell.
All right, so we uploaded some information into the commissioner's file this afternoon on the BVRS. We've run into areas in the village, some of the bigger homes, the dead spots, through some training activities, fire inspections, where we understand that we don't have to radio communication between the portables. The DVRS is going to allow us to make safer, better communications in dangerous environments. We have one installed on Engine 265. We got it to grant last year, and we've requested last month funding for 2 more, one for each of the command vehicles. We've looked at the budget, the quote that is in the file. If we put the quote in there, itself is $27,149.83. Comes up to 8% of our operating budget. As of today, we're 61% through the budget. 36% of our budget has been expended. So when we had the DVRS 44% spent on our operations budget, which has us, still just under 17% on the budget. And as we look back at the last 3 or 4 years, fiscal years, on average, we've been had about $50,000 unexpended funds in our operating budget. So the chief and I are comfortable after doing some review of the budgets, current budget trends, that the money is available for the purchasing of TBRs. That quote includes everything, all the equipment, all the supplies, everything that is required in the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office, radio team office. Questions?
Okay, gentlemen, questions?
No, it's, very nicely laid out, Deputy. Thank you. No questions.
Commissioner Zace?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, one quick one, chief, deputy, the 4,100 that the tires are gonna cost, 265?
Yeah.
Had that been taken into consideration as we look at the numbers?
Yeah, there's still, yes, there's still $7,000.
It's still saying that was not, okay, so
Yes.
that's there in a bit,
Yes.
okay. I have no other questions. Gentlemen, okay, I think we probably need a motion here. We're looking for to authorize the full 2,700, right, chief?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we'll probably go 27,5, just to make life a little bit easier here, 27,500. Or 27,200 would be okay as well. Do I have any motions?
Motion to allocate $27,500 for a DVR system for both command vehicles of the Catawba Fire Department.
Any second?
Second,
Questions, thoughts, comments, discussion? Any discussion, Adam?
no further
Okay.
discussion for me.
All those in favor?
Commissioner Ross?
Commissioner Zace?
Commissioner Conley? All right, thank you, gentlemen. We are passed. You're good to go with that. Thank you. Thank you. Deputy, great work. I spent some time with the deputy earlier today as well. The great work of pulling all those numbers together. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. You know, I want to make a quick comment, just for the public's sake. The deputy referenced earlier that during a fire inspection, they had noticed, I just wanted to clarify that, right? So during a fire inspection at some point in one of the houses, in what section, Deb?
So the house that we were in was on Vineyard Road.
Off of Vineyard Road.
Four-story building. I was in the basement. Chief was up on the third or fourth story. We were trying to communicate as we were testing the system.
Right.
And within the building, we couldn't communicate amongst each other.
Right, so it's a fairly large house up there, which we have several of them in the community, right? And it's one thing for that to happen during a inspection.
Yes.
It's another thing to happen during a critical situation. So it was really important that we voted the way we did today to get that device available so that when we have a significant situation, we're in a better position. The guys are in a better position. So just want to make sure, clarify that a little bit, if anybody had any questions, so thank you. All right, what else do we have, gentlemen? No other old business, I don't believe. Any new business?
Nope.
Okay, any public comment? Chief, anything out there?
There is
We're going to actually open up ultimately 2 public comments tonight. We're going to do this public comment here. So let's see what we have, if any.
nothing in the chat. And there are still no emails.
Okay, so I referenced second public comment because we're going to go into executive session at this point. And then when we come back out, we'll do some voting, and I'll ask at that point as well if we have any public comments. So we are currently going into executive session to discuss topics relative to personnel. So with that, this meeting is now closed. We'll come back in session. I would anticipate probably in 10 minutes, maybe, yeah, about 10 minutes. Okay, so gentlemen, thank you very much. I'd ask Ryan if you would mind staying. That would be great. We'd appreciate that. And other than that, I appreciate everybody attending. But at this point, you're welcome to come back in 10 minutes if you'd like to.
And
So you're tracking? Are we still recording?
yeah, we're still recording. I'm trying to pause the recording. Okay.
But they're gonna do some business. They need some,
Okay, we are back in public session. We had the opportunity to have some conversations with some personnel. And at this stage, we're going to be doing some nominations and some voting for 3 different roles within the department. One is a captain's role, another is an EMS officer, and the third and final is a new role, firefighter, paramedic, a new hire. So with that, Chief, we have anybody else? We have no comments, right?
No, sir, no
Okay.
comments.
No comments. Anything here? Anybody have anything they'd like to add to any conversations we've had?
No, I think we've covered it unless you have some commissioners.
Ditto.
Okay. With that, we're going to be taking a nomination for captain first. Do we have anything? Captain.
I nominate Casey Staggs for the position of captain in the Katuitt Fire Department.
Okay, thank you. Do we have a second?
Second?
Okay, discussion?
Not for me.
Nothing here.
No discussion? Okay, with that, all those in favor?
Commissioner Ross?
Commissioner Zace?
And Commissioner Conley. It's unanimous. Captain, pleasure. Okay. Next, let's see, next is EMS officer. Do we have a motion?
Motion to appoint Christian Gardner, firefighter, paramedic Christian Gardner as the EMS officer for the fire.
Second?
Second.
Okay, discussion?
No further discussion for me.
No question.
Okay, with that, all those in favor?
Commissioner Ross?
Commissioner Zace?
And Commissioner Conley. It's unanimous. Congratulations, new EMS officer. Okay. Gentlemen, we also have a firefighter paramedic. Chief, do you want to do a quick description here?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Board of Fire Commissioners and members that have attended the meeting this evening, members of the community. I thank you for the last 2 appointments. The processes were thorough and the candidates were clear for the captain's position as well as the EMS officer's position. So thank you for that, through that testing process that went on, and for all the support for those gentlemen. And with that upward movement creates an opening within the organization with the pending retirement on February 22nd of Captain Lyons. We now have the promotion of Captain Staggs, and then the EMS officer. Now I present to the board Mr. Ryan Higgins, a roughly 12-year member of the fire service, emergency service community, a paramedic. Also went through the interview process that some of the board members were represented on, and his name was recommended, forwarded to me for an additional interview. And after that interview, I clearly I concur, and it was clear from both of his interviews that he is a candidate that is upholding of the values and character and attitude that we are looking for in the future membership of our organization. So with that, I present to the board, Mr. Ryan Higgins, for the appointment of the position of firefighter.
Okay, Chief, thank you. Gentlemen, do we have a motion?
Motion to appoint firefighter Ryan Higgins to the fire.
Second.
Discussion? Okay,
None for me.
nothing here, okay. All those in favor?
Commissioner Ross?
Commissioner Zace?
Commissioner Conley, it's unanimous. Welcome aboard, Ryan. Pleasure to have you. Okay, with that, I'm going to open up for comments again, Chief. Do we have anything? I know I'm doing a lot of comments tonight, just in case. Anybody in the public? Nope, no comments there. Nobody online?
Chat and no emails, sir.
Okay, with that, do we have any motions?
Move to adjourn.
Second,
All those in favor?
Commissioner Ross?
Commissioner Zace?
Commissioner Conley? None, thank you.